There was a time when Party City felt like the heart of every celebration. Whether it was birthdays, weddings, or Halloween, people rushed to their stores, filling carts with colorful balloons, decorations, and costumes. For nearly 40 years, Party City was the go-to place for every big moment in life. But now, the same company that once stood for fun and joy is struggling to survive. In 2023, Party City filed for bankruptcy, closing many of its stores and leaving thousands of workers uncertain about their future. How did a brand so loved by millions fall apart so badly? Was it just because of online shopping, or was something bigger happening behind the scenes? Could anyone have saved Party City before it was too late? In this video, we're going deep into the real reasons why Party City collapsed, from hidden financial troubles to shocking mistakes that most people never even noticed. Let's uncover what really happened. The rise of Party City. Party City began its journey in 1986. Founded by Steve Mandel in East Hanover, New Jersey, Mandel recognized a gap in the market. While there were party supplies available in local stores, no single retailer specialized exclusively in them. He envisioned a one-stop party superstore, where customers could find everything for any occasion under one roof. The concept caught fire. By the 1990s, Party City rapidly expanded through franchising, opening hundreds of locations across the United States. It wasn't just about selling plates and balloons. It was about creating an experience. Every visit to Party City felt like stepping into a mini festival. By the 2000s, Party City became the undisputed leader in party supplies. Strategic acquisitions like Party America and Factory Card and Party Outlet helped it dominate the market further. Halloween in particular became a massive revenue driver. With its seasonal Halloween City pop-up stores, Party City captured a large share of the $10 billion zero-cents Halloween industry. At its peak, Party City operated over 900 locations across North America, employed thousands, and generated billions in revenue annually. It wasn't just a store, it was part of American culture. Early signs of trouble, the cracks begin to show. Despite the colorful storefronts and crowded aisles during holidays, trouble was brewing behind the scenes. The first major crack came from changing consumer behavior. By the late 2010s, more people started shopping online for convenience and lower prices. Amazon, Etsy, and specialized online retailers offered everything from custom party favors to themed decorations at the click of a button. Consumers no longer needed to make a special trip to Party City, and slowly, foot traffic began to decline. Another major problem was overexpansion. Party City had opened many stores in a relatively short period. As online shopping rose and mall foot traffic declined overall, many locations became less profitable. Fixed costs like rent, staffing, and utilities weighed heavily on the company's balance sheet. Party City also tried to respond to trends with efforts like store within a store, Halloween pop-ups, and expanding balloon services. However, these moves weren't enough to counteract the broader shift happening in retail, the helium crisis. Perhaps one of the strangest and most damaging events was the helium shortage. Party City heavily relied on selling helium balloons, a key revenue stream. But starting around 2018, global helium supplies became constrained due to production problems at key helium sources like the Federal Helium Reserve in Texas and major plants overseas. The shortage wasn't just about fewer party balloons. It directly hit Party City's ability to attract customers. No helium meant no balloons. And balloons were often the biggest draw for party planners and parents hosting events. In response, Party City even acquired a helium supplier in 2019 to stabilize its supply. While this helped slightly, the damage had already been done. Sales had dipped, and customers had started finding other ways to decorate their events. Struggles with debt and competition. Behind the scenes, Party City was also grappling with a heavy debt load. Its parent company, Party City Holdco, Inc., had taken on significant debt following its 2015 IPO. Servicing this debt meant less money was available to invest in improving stores, building stronger e-commerce platforms, or offering better prices. Meanwhile, competition intensified. Dollar stores like Dollar Tree and Dollar General began offering cheap party supplies that appealed to budget-conscious shoppers. Big box retailers like Walmart and Target enhanced their party sections, offering convenience at lower prices. Even supermarkets started stocking balloons and party essentials, eating into Party City's market share. All of these factors created a perfect storm, slowly dragging down the once thriving celebration empire. The final blows: COVID-19 pandemic. Just as Party City was already grappling with debt, competition, and operational challenges, the COVID-19 pandemic struck in early 2020, and it couldn't have come at a worse time. The very nature of Party City's business depended on social gatherings, birthdays, weddings, graduations, corporate events, and holidays. But with lockdowns, restrictions on gatherings, and widespread fear of large social events, the core of their business evaporated almost overnight. Demand for party supplies plummeted as people canceled celebrations or shifted to much smaller, home-based events. Even when restrictions began to ease, the party culture had changed. Many consumers remained cautious about hosting large gatherings, and the economic uncertainty made people less willing to spend heavily on decorations and event supplies. Party City's seasonal reliance on events like Halloween and New Year's Eve also suffered huge setbacks, leading to significant revenue losses during crucial periods. The company tried to pivot by offering pandemic-friendly products like small celebration kits, car parade decorations, and virtual party supplies. However, these efforts could not replace the massive loss in traditional sales the company heavily depended on. Filing for bankruptcy. By 2022, the financial strain had become unbearable. Revenue continued to decline, debt piled up, and inflation further squeezed margins. Facing rising costs in materials, logistics, and staffing, Party City was left with few options. In January 2023, Party City Holdco Inc. officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. According to court filings, the company listed liabilities between $1 billion, 0 cents, and $10 billion, 0 cents. The move was intended to restructure debt and allow the company to keep operating while reorganizing, but it was a clear sign of how deep the crisis had become. Bankruptcy filings revealed just how much foot traffic had dropped, how badly the company's physical stores were underperforming, and how much e-commerce growth they had failed to capture compared to competitors. Analysts noted that Party City had been too slow to fully modernize its business model, putting it at a disadvantage in a rapidly changing retail environment. The once celebrated leader in party supplies was now struggling to survive, no longer a place of joy and excitement, but a symbol of retail decline. Store closures and downsizing. As part of the bankruptcy process, Party City announced plans to close roughly 30 to 50 stores immediately, with more closures potentially on the horizon, depending on lease negotiations and financial performance. Many of these closures targeted underperforming locations in malls and shopping centers that had already seen a decline in foot traffic. Layoffs followed, affecting hundreds of employees across the country, from store associates to corporate staff. The downsizing reflected a painful reality. There simply wasn't enough demand anymore to sustain the vast network of stores that had once been Party City's strength. The new strategy shifted towards focusing on fewer, more profitable locations and putting more effort into online sales. But the golden era of sprawling, colorful superstores was clearly over. Lessons from the fall. Party City's decline offers a powerful lesson about the dangers of over-reliance on traditional retail strategies in an era of rapid digital transformation. It shows what happens when a company doesn't adapt quickly enough to changing consumer behaviors, unexpected global crises, and rising competition from unlikely sources like dollar stores and online marketplaces. Relying too heavily on seasonal peaks, carrying massive amounts of debt, and being slow to invest in a strong digital presence left Party City vulnerable to shocks that it ultimately could not withstand. Even as the company attempts to stabilize in a smaller form, its story remains a sobering example of how quickly fortunes can change in the modern retail world, and how critical it is for businesses to stay nimble, diversified, and prepared for the unexpected. The story of Party City reminds us how even the biggest names can fall when they don't adapt to a changing world. A company that brought smiles and celebrations for nearly 40 years now struggles to stay alive. It makes you think, could Party City have been saved if different decisions were made? What do you think was the biggest mistake Party City made? Was it the rise of online shopping, the debt problems, or something else entirely? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more true business stories like this. Thanks for watching.